What's up, fellow fantasy loving friends? Josh here with MCP Tabletop, and I'm beyond excited because today we're going to head down to the Battle Standard to check out a Marvel Crisis Protocol tournament. Now, this is one of the first tournaments to happen after the new bannings and rules changes, so I'm excited to see what the game has to offer us. But before we check that out, we need to see what the Battle Standard has to offer because they just opened a new store, and you guys got to see this place. So now that we got to see how absolutely amazing the new Battle Standard is, let's get back to this tournament real quick. So you guys know I'm kind of new to Marvel Crisis Protocol myself, so I wanted to be able to dive in and ask some of these players, what affiliation are you playing and why? Now, unfortunately, the only time I really had to interview the players was after the first round. It was their lunchtime, and I didn't really want to affect anybody's game long term, so I really tried to keep the interviews very short, sweet, and to the point. But in the future, if this is something you guys want to see, you can even throw some of the questions that you want me to ask in the comments below, and the next time I go to an event, I'll ask the players whatever you guys want me to ask. So if this is something you guys enjoyed, let me know, and it's certainly something we'll do again. But with that out of the way, I want to get to talk to some of these players and find out who they're playing and why. So without further ado, let's head on down to the Battle Standard so we can meet some of the players and talk a little bit about the tournament scene.
Hi, my name is Shane. I'm one of the event organizers here at the Battle Standard. Today we're playing Marvel Crisis Protocol. We do several leagues a year, probably a quarterly or so tournament, and we're an open, welcoming community. Usually our tournaments are competitive focused. Our leagues, we switch back and forth between a competitive and a narrative focus. That way we can encompass the whole community. I think the game is doing fantastic. The communities are on the rise. Between the online communities and the in-person communities, we have an awesome community inside of the game. They put out enough models to keep the game exciting, but not so many that it gets too daunting. And with the mini extravaganza just ending, this is a perfect time to get in with a lot of excitement going towards the future. Do it, jump in 100%. If you're in this area, come down. We're here on Monday nights. We're always open to help new players, let them learn. The core boxes, either the old one or the new one, are great starting points. They are great value for their money, and it gives you a way to play with two players directly out of the box. You don't need to buy anything else.
You killed it. Thank you, man.
Hi, my name is MJ, and I'm here with RSMP Tabletop at the East Windsor Battle Standard Marvel Crisis Protocol Tournament. So today, I had just wrapped up my first game. I'm playing Avengers, OG Avengers, as you guys know. And it was a pretty bloody game. So pretty much it was a 16-point game. We played Witnesses and Deadly Legacy. I was against the new Steve 3, or I like to call him Evil Steve. We saw Deadpool come up to the middle, but unfortunately Beta Ray Bill was met there, threw him back, and got a beating from Thor on my side. After that, it was just a real big back and forth, you know, throwing dice, throwing models, and I was lucky enough to come out on top, but having fun, 1-0 so far, hoping to have a good rest of the day. So a lot of meta, we're seeing a lot of Namor, a lot of Shang-Chi. If you guys don't know anything about Shang-Chi, I know that MCP just posted a video about it, so go check that out. But pretty much we're seeing a lot of these new models. So with all these new card changes, it's really throwing the meta up a little different direction. So we got some people here trying new things out, making new strategies that very well might be the new norm. So that's something to look out, because we got some big hitters here. We got Eric Carroll over here, who was in one of the videos, even in that Shang-Chi video I was talking about. We got Jin, also in that video. We got some real big names here at this tournament, so we're gonna see what they're cooking up, and I bet you it's gonna be something serious. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that, but hey, I'm not holding anything back if I'm going against them, so I'm taking them out.
I'm Roland. I'm here to play MCP, running Shield. They were the first faction I started with, and I like the characters, and they have a lot of tricks and traps, so I like playing around with that, and that's sort of why I chose them. You know, a chance to throw them out in the field, have a good time, kind of being an attrition faction without a lot of good attrition pieces. Like I have Namor now, who I just got to put on the field today, and he seems pretty good. So meta-wise, I think it's a lot of being able to grab objectives and safely get away. I've got a couple models like in Spider-Woman or Agent Venom who can, but it's been okay. Guardians is still my nightmare. I still can't deal with Thanos Guardians particularly well. Hopefully Namor will offset that, but again, I just haven't got enough reps with him to really give us one way or the other. If you're looking to get into the game, I would say have all the fun you can. At times, the game's gonna be a slot machine. You're gonna roll those dice, and you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna do great, and the dice are gonna fail you. The dice are gonna fail you at the best possible moment, and your character's gonna die. So just try and have the fun you can. Grab the characters where you say, oh man, I love Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man to show up and throw people around. You know what? He's gonna show up and throw people around. He might not score any points, but he's gonna have a blast. After that, you can start looking at the meta, figure out what characters are good splashes, what tactics cards are good and not. But for starting, just grab the characters that make you smile, grab the cards that look like a good time, and just have a blast. Roll some dice.
Dude, you killed it.
My name is Matt, and I'm here playing Marvel Crisis Protocol at the Battle Standard. Today I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy.
How did your first game go?
So I managed to take a win against a very tough Professor X-Men, taking in my Star-Lord and Cosmic Ghost Rider and Hulk, and was very lucky and was able to get a right down the middle fight with Gamma and Montezi formula. Guardians just always kind of been my favorite, from the movie to the comic books. I just kind of always liked their general nature, being like a team of misfits that got brought together and then managed to get things done. Maybe not always necessarily in the way that people would like, but in ways that they need to get it done. I think it's in a pretty good spot. I think the recent changes, especially with the team tactics cards change-ups, definitely we're very new. It's only been like a week with that, but I think it's going to good places. You know, a lot of the stuff that was causing a lot of negative experiences is either rotated out for now or got replaced with newer versions of the cards that kind of give still the flavor of what they were trying to do, but without the negative side effects. I mean, like today, for example, my first match, I went up against a Wolverine and didn't have exceptional healing, so I could actually attack him and not feel like I was wasting my turns and actions, especially since I only had 3 characters, so those were all super valuable. So, you know, I think that game goes very differently if you still had that. So I'm glad to see it kind of still having a place with having the healing factor card, whose name is escaping me. But that new card is definitely still good. It's going to help the team, help the healing factor characters still stay on the board, but not stop them from getting knocked down.
Hello, my name is Richard Dufour. I'm here playing in the tournament for Marvel Crisis Protocol today here at the Battle Standard. I am playing Shield. Mostly to try out Namor's Invaders leadership. He has a lot of good synergy along with Shield. He can use Battlefield Medicine and Patch Up to healing, so he's a good guy to go in and be very tanky, take a lot of hits. You know, he can heal himself with Battlefield Medicine, and someone else can come up and patch him up. So he can stay in the fight pretty well. Plus he found things like Nick Fury's Eye in the Sky, so if he gets in really trouble, he can take him out of there. So I wanted to try it out and see how it would work out in this tournament today.
So I'm Matt Kish, MK Miniatures on Instagram, and I'm here playing MCP. in the tournament today.
Played
So I'm playing X-Men. Gotta love the X-Men. They're awesome. Playing Charles's leadership. It's a charge team. Might have seen my list online. Super fun. Logan, Rogue, Magic, all that kind of good stuff. So it's really fun.
So I want to play X-Men.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about why you like the X-Men and why you chose to play them?
Well, I mean, 90s cartoon, right? That's it. And they're really fun. They're good. They're competitive. You know, so it's a good time. It's fun. It's rolling dice. So X-Men have no weak characters. Okay. They're a little bit overpowered. No, they're fine. Logan changed his exceptional healing card, so it's the first time I'm trying that. I played the new card and it was okay. So we're a little sad face about no more exceptional healing. It's unexceptional now. Rogue is still my go-to person. She's amazing every game. And then love or hate Charles, he's really good. I like him a lot.
Hey everybody, my name is Jin. We're here to play a tournament for Marvel Crisis Protocol here at the Battle Standard. Today I'm running Web Warriors, and I'm excited to play a good 4 rounds with great opponents today. I just finished my first game with Roland, one of our Northeastern Shield players from New York. Great opponent, great faction, and always a pleasure to play with. So we're trying out Namor today. Namor is interesting because he's a long-range mover that's able to grab something from the middle of the board and kind of roll away and be safe for a bit, and then he can punch back later on. He's also got the ability to ignore armor, so there's some big threats right now, like Thanos and Rhino, that are very good. Well, it's partially because they can reduce damage coming into them, but Namor can have some things to circumvent those. So we're going to see how that works, see if the tech pays out, and we'll try some stuff out. We're also going to try Silver Sable. She's a new sniper character that just came out with Shang-Chi. She gets bonuses and is able to move around the team to help people give us some extra dice. So I'm excited to try her out. If the terrain works out for her, and she gets bonuses on terrain. Yeah, so I would say that there's over 25 something factions right now. Take a look at them, see which characters you like, and see which faction leans into that, and try that out from there. The main thing is you get to play with the models that you want first, learn them out. You know, it'll take 10 games, 5 games, however much you do before you feel comfortable with things. And then from there, figure out once you understand how the game kind of moves around, look at the other cards, because there's various places, resources you can go online to look at things, and explore and experiment. The game is very splashable. You can incorporate Hulk into X-Men if that's the thing you want to do. Try stuff out and see what works, and just have fun, experiment, and play some games.
Killed it, my dude. You killed it. Thank you so much.
All right, so last night I actually showed my friend Joey here his first 2 games of MCP, and sufficient to say he is hooked. And so what do you think?
It was amazing, very easy to learn, and just very straightforward. I had so much fun, I didn't want to stop playing.
And he just picked up a new character today and some of the measuring tools, so we have a successful convert. So.
It's going to be a heavy painting weekend.
So being brand new into Marvel Crisis Protocol, have you played any other game systems, or is this your first game?
I played a lot of 40K and Kill Team. That was our immediate draw. So I did kind of experience, but this was just a lot more faster paced. It felt like there was a lot more back and forth instead of just, hey, I gotta wait for this entire army to go and then I can actually do something. It was very interactive. I had just a blast playing.
So the balance of this game is very good. I would say it's one of the best miniature games I've played as far as where the top end and the bottom end is. You have a lot of different players, or a lot of different models that are in that top end. Some of your Hulk, some of your Crimson Dynamos, who do various things either defensively or offensively on the board. Hulk is very well known for his displacement as well as his offensive effect, where Crimson Dynamo is known for his defensive effect that he applies to the team, especially inside of a little bubble. The new releases, Shang-Chi and Namor, have been getting a lot of buzz in the community for being good models. I believe you can see on the RSMP feed some videos of them recently.
So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. This is something a little different than we normally do. It was super awesome to get to go down to a tournament, meet some of the players and talk. If these are videos that you guys like to see, please let me know in the comments. Basically, going forward with the channel, whatever videos seem to be doing the best and whatever you guys comment on because you guys want to see the most is what we're going to do. If it's battle reports, we'll make some more battle reports. If you guys are really enjoying Jen and Eric doing the character breakdowns, we'll certainly do more of those. If you guys like hearing me talk a million miles an hour in motor mouth, let me know and we'll make more of those videos for you guys. But until next time, stay safe.